They say that when the track was completely flooded, Ayrton Senna was the only one who could see a dry line through the rain. Ayrton Senna was born in São Paulo on March 21, 1960, into a wealthy family who soon realized the boy wasn't chasing money, but speed. His early years in karting were defined by the sheer frustration of not knowing how to drive in the wet, a physical limit that obsessed him so much he forced himself to train systematically under the pouring Brazilian storms until he mastered the water. That stubborn grit transformed the quiet youth into a fierce competitor who arrived in Europe with a suitcase full of talent and an almost mystical drive for perfection. His Formula One career was never a mere parade of victories, but a philosophical quest at the absolute edge of what was possible. Behind the wheel, Senna never compromised. His choices were radical, sparking historic rivalries and a constant clash with the sport's political authorities, whom he accused of rigging the rules. Behind the hero who captured 3 world titles and turned racing into visual art, there was a man deeply tormented by the poverty of his homeland. A man who secretly gave away his fortune and found the cockpit to be a sanctuary of absolute, almost spiritual isolation. On the track, he chased a perfection that constantly bordered on peril, defying the laws of physics with a punishing, gut-wrenching driving style that held the entire world's breath. On May 1, 1994, during the San Marino Grand Prix in Imola, a brutal crash at the Tamburello corner ended his life at just 34 years old, plunging Brazil into absolute silence and a grief that completely paralyzed the nation. Beyond the numbers, the championships, and the trophies, his true legacy didn't stay behind glass in display cases. It lives on in the safety standards that changed motorsport forever and saved the lives of generations of drivers to come. In the end, what remains is the memory of a man who, despite his global fame, always sought refuge among his own, chasing in speed an answer to his very existence.
Bio3. Great lives in 3 minutes.